more you do it scared, the more you understand where this fear comes from, the more self-aware you are, and that fear gets activated, but you do it anyway. You're like, no. Calm down, fear. I know you're here. I know you're here because I used to need you to jump into my avoidance, but no more. The more you do it scared, the more you understand that we're meant to do it scared. This is what courage really is about. The easier and easier with practice it gets. Just like with the ascension that I explained to you. The first ones are difficult because we don't understand what's going on. We don't understand what's happening with our body. It's like, imagine we live in a very dormant world. We live in a world that we don't talk about normally, right? Obviously, once you awaken, you start to surround yourself with people to whom all these things are normality, right? But the whole world, we're not being raised in families where we have conversations about energy, energetic upgrades, chakras, meditation, going inwards, listening to our inner guru, right? It's all programmed for most part. For 99% of people, it's all programmed. So we just don't know how to react on those things when they're happening. We think it's a disaster, and it's coming to my mind. Imagine, you're a female, and imagine you live, I don't know, on a desert island. It's just you, or maybe it's just you and a couple of other men, and suddenly you go for your first period, right? You don't know what's going on. You would be scared. You're bleeding, you're in pain, you don't know what's happening, right? Or even if your first migraine, that can be a horrible experience, and you don't understand. It literally feels like your head is about to explode. It must be that I'm about to just like meet my maker, right? So it's similar with ascension. I feel like what's happening now, you're scared, you think like you're going backwards, you think like all the work that you've done was unnecessary. It didn't brought fruit because now you feel horrible. Now you feel like you cannot move and you cannot leave it's all good, my friend. It's all good. Like I said before, rest, allow it to happen, pause for a few days. It's not time to take decisions. Give it 2, 3, 4 days. Rest as much as you can. Not to engage with your monkey mind. Allow your mind to slowly catch up. It would be amazing if you can engage in spiritual practices, whatever resonates, whether that's meditation, maybe some breath work would be amazing. If you feel overwhelmed with the thoughts, maybe, going for a run, hitting that gym. Allow yourself to really allow this process to complete. And I promise you it will be fine within the next few days, okay? Within the next few days. Let's tap into your energy. Let's tap into your energy to confirm. It's all good. It's all part of the process. Trust me. And if we're going to have a judgment card, I'll take it as a confirmation for that Satori. What's your energy? Okay, that's very nice. You have the sun in the center of your spread. Ha ha ha! I was on to it. Confirmation, weird sound, very weird sound coming from my fridge. We have Ace of Swords. Let me do 2 more for your first row. Sun is as well illumination. It is awakening of the swords. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Be careful if you are and have tendencies to be overthinker, because we're opening and we're closing with a sword energy, which is air energy. Maybe you are air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, which is, these signs struggle with overthinking and with leading with their mind. So be aware of that. Try to train yourself not to go engage with the thinking process. you are going through some sort of a breakthrough, that being your first card. Again, I'm hearing that ascension all the time, leading perhaps to your satori, to your true awakening. Will tap into that energy, and it will also probably depend on how you're going to react and how you're going to feel into that ascension. But you are going through some reprogramming and upgrade of the mind. You've done enough work, you've done enough healing, you've done enough self-reflection, so they can show you and grant you access to another door and grant you key to another door. I'm a little bit on the fence with that Three of Cups, because the first thing that I saw was reunion. That I heard was reunion. So maybe it is something that you're craving, and it's something that's been on your mind for quite a while, to reunite with your feminine. But I was also thinking that with that victim mentality, with everything that we said, I feel like you're gonna find yourself in the energy of a switch from your past self that was victim mentality, that was agreeing for certain things and convincing yourself that those were the things that you wanted. And now you're realizing that the only reason you chose the life that you were living is because deep down you didn't think, you didn't believe that you were worthy of anything else. And you're switching your mindset, you're changing your mindset, they're upgrading you so you can fully really feel into, I deserve more. I deserve to celebrate life, to celebrate love, to celebrate myself. There is a lot of positivity in the center of your spread. I feel like there are just certain things you need to power through. Like I said, allow this ascension to happen. Center of your spread, so your key energy point, right? We have the sun. Sun is masculine energy, is life force energy, is life-giving energy. It is illumination. It is awakening, right? It is the force that pushes everything in this physical life. So I feel I am hearing empowerment, masculine empowerment. You're going to feel that you are the one that holds that chi energy in this physical world, that life force energy, the one that is meant to take action, the one that is meant to. But more than anything, I am hearing this illumination. We'll clarify in a moment. And at the other side of your spread, you have the Hanged Man and King of Swords. So it is a moment of pause. Right? It is a moment of pause. You, because you didn't know, now you know because I've explained this to you, but because you didn't know that you're going through this ascension, right? Which is a natural process on this journey especially, you thought that things that you were working on somehow are being taken away from you, right? So why was I feeling so good and suddenly, right? It's that step back that we have to take a jump forth, right? So instead of feeling as if this is a pause, if things are not happening, maybe you even feel a little stuck. I want you to try to just surrender, to just allow things to happen. Because what I'm hearing is that, and it would fall into that Satori. So I wouldn't be surprised for this collective if Satori is near, if awakening, if masculine, divine masculine is near. That's what Satori is. Because if you've watched my masterclass, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, specifically Divine Masculine Masterclass, if you haven't, it's available on YouTube, free. There's a playlist, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine Masterclass. I've explained that the path of the masculine, one of the episodes, the path of the masculine, the path of the feminine are very different. The feminine sort of goes more in that spiral, in and out, in and out. So we go inwards in a hermit, we change, and then there's this glow up. Externally, we start to embody that change. And then we, again, go inwards, right? And in that process, we as well go through our ascensions. It's literally the kundalini, the spiral movement of our kundalini energy. Masculine life force energy is a little bit different. It's not the serpent sort of a kundalini like energy. People these days call it the same way. It's just semantics and labels. It doesn't matter, but it's actually quite different. it's more like this Ace of Swords, right? The masculine life force energy, the moment it awakens, unlike the feminine, which is a process and, you know, sort of a swirling, spiraling, going upwards through our chakra points, and we go in and out, right? We embody it, we go back, we sort of move slow in our own rhythm. The masculine, when you're ready to awaken that life force energy, right? Which I think it should have a different name. We call it Kundalini. I call it Satori, just like the process. So that life force energy or raw energy, it just, it goes like this. One moment, it goes up. This is why it seems when you look as an outside observer, you look at the masculine and the feminine in one pairing, in divine pairing, and it seems like the feminine is already living her purpose. She's glowing, she's this and that, and the masculine is still in the matrix. But it's because our change, it happens a little bit internally, then we embody it. A little bit internally, then we embody it. Whereas your change happens on the inside. Things are brewing, things are happening, but you're not yet ready. And it's not just you, it's how it works. How the masculine energy is embodied. So it's being held within you. So you fully process it, you fully understand all your shadows, who you are, you integrate it, and then it's like bam! And you're ready to externalize it. And that's the moment when literally from one day to another, you become a different man. It doesn't mean obviously like people are observing you all these years, you are changing, you know, a little bit, you are changing physically, you're changing, you know, your behavior, you're removing certain things from your environment, certain friendships, certain connections, you're cleansing your world. But the biggest glow up, the biggest change, the biggest transition, it's literally from one day to another. And because we have that King of Swords is about embodying your inner truth, externalizing your inner truth, who you are, what you believe in, your authentic self. So you're about to do that. You just need to surrender to the process that's happening now because they're helping you. It's meant to happen, 222. Find balance in it. What else? 8 of Pentacles. Exactly that. You've been working for it. You've worked for it. You've earned it. You've earned it. What's happening now, they're granting you this awakening. They're granting you this process because you've earned it. You became the master of your destiny. Page of Wands. Let's see the what's paired with that sun. Yeah, I feel it's because you're not understanding it now. It feels like madness. It feels like something unfair. But see, don't fall back into your victim mentality. You've been doing so well. You've been doing great. You've been growing. You've been gaining confidence. You've been gaining self-worth. You've been integrating your shadows. And suddenly they bombarded you with this thing that you didn't understand. So you didn't know it was an ascension. It's actually a good thing. You have to just, surrender to the process. And it caused chaos in your mind. Why is this happening? It's like literally this madness. I always show this card because she's exactly that. This is exactly the embodiment of that energy. Why is this happening to me? But don't fall into victim mentality. Why is this happening to me? If it's happening, train yourself every day to get up in the morning and say, thank you, Source. Thank you, God. Whoever you pray to. Thank you, Universe. It's all same. Because I know that today will bring exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. I will surrender to it. I won't bitch about it. I won't, deny it. I won't defy it. I won't be like, why is this happening? If it's happening, I know and I trust it's for my greatest good. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Hopefully this reading will help you. Hopefully this reading will find you exactly when you need it. Yeah, it's 10 of Swords. It's the ending. Your Empress at the bottom of the deck. It's the ending. It's the ending of a cycle. You know? It's the ending of a cycle. And I highlight this to you guys always. Endings of the cycles are tough. They're tough. They're tough because we go and we grow, and I've explained this to you guys, I believe, on many occasions. I think I've done a video about personal 2-year cycle, but whether we're going through personal 2-year cycles or collectively, like right now we're closing a 9-year cycle, it's really saying, in the past, when you, let's say, you close the cycle but you didn't manage to go back to go to the next cycle, right? So you have to repeat that cycle. They're not pushing you all the time because they know, okay, now we're going to have 2 years to repeat certain lessons, to design those lessons so this person really understands, so they really grow. Your spirit team is with you, right? So certain things are happening along the way, the cycle, right? So now we're talking about 9-year cycle. Along the way, certain things are happening. But when we're getting closer to the end of the cycle, they have to crank up the pressure. They have to, because they want to make sure that you're going to make it, that you're going to grow, that you're going to see, that you're going to break through, power through, that you're going to let go of certain release, certain patterns, certain, right? Things that were limiting you. So there's a part of you that feels that you are on some sort of a new journey, that something good was happening. I feel that's actually, it started a little bit before. So maybe you had, before the ascension started, maybe you had a moment when you thought something new is beginning, and maybe you even planned a reunion with your feminine. Like, I'm going to reach out to her, I'm going to do this, right? I've been working so hard, I've been working on myself, I'm ready. So they heard you, brother. Okay, you're ready. Bam, ascension. We're going to prepare you so you can actually go through with this, so you can actually be successful at it. There's certain things that need to be upgraded in your mind and in your energetic field. But because you don't know what's going on, maybe on some level you understand it's some sort of illumination, you're getting some downloads, but you're not reading into them correctly. It's chaos in your mind. Allow it to be. Allow it to be. Surrender to the doubt. We have 9 of Swords as well. Surrender to the doubt. Surrender to the anxiety. Surrender to the fear. Allow it to happen. Rest. Don't analyze. Don't take decisions. And I promise you, you will come out at the other end as someone who will fully let go of the past. You will have clarity on who you are, what you want to do, and what is the direction that you want to go towards. You will let go of the past pain. You will fully close the cycle. Just trust. But to confirm, as we promised, we're going to do, how do your guides see you? How does the Creator see you? To confirm, because I feel like you're not understanding what's going on. So you may be in a bit of a negative mindset, like, oh my God, I'm failing, why is this happening? No, it's all good. How does your guide see you? The Creator, Source, God, Universe, how do they see you? The Lion. The Lion. I would love to see a horse here as well. But there are a couple of cards in this deck that represent Tarantula, Dharma, Awakening. There are a couple of cards here that represent masculine energy in different shapes or forms, right? Lion specifically is the masculine energy that is the strength of a leader. It's the maturity. You're not, for you to give you the first card as a lion, they see maturity in you. They see the wisdom of a leader. Whatever is happening, maybe internally, you're having some darker thoughts and but you're handling it well. You're handling it like a pro. You're not seeing it. That if this happened long time ago, you would have run away into your avoidance, into your victim mentality. You're fighting this. You're facing it with strength. With a compassion towards yourself. I'm hearing, and I'm also hearing, I know I've given you this advice, to rest, to take it easy, but I feel like it's something that you've already been doing. So maybe when it started, you didn't jump into conclusion, although it felt quite heavy. But I feel like you actually intuitively felt that you need to rest. So maybe you even, took that day off, or maybe you said no to some plans with friends. Um, because Lion as well, he carries that energy. I don't want to say isolation, it's not it. But it's this beautiful energy of understanding that it's such a deep feeling of self-worth and self-love that you really are selective with where you put your energy. So you're no longer just like, okay, I'm gonna have dinner with friends because it's Friday or whatever, right? You really start to be selective. Listen to your body, listen to yourself. I need to be protective of myself, of the processes that are happening within. Beautiful energy. Let's see what else. Bats! Awakening! Coming out of the darkness. Coming out of the darkness. Being ready to get out of your cave. I'm hearing show the world the real you. Eagle. We have eagle and we have the moth together. A lot of air energy, so confirmation, we already said that it's possible that you're an air sign. Eagle is a karmic fire. That would be the center of your spread, that eagle with that moth. What I'm hearing is eagle is a karmic fire. It's that moment, it's a bit of a, in this deck, it's a bit of a, tower moment, right? So again, it will fall into that ascension in preparation for your awakening. So it feels like it's madness, it feels like it's not going the way you planned, right? But it's actually clearing out in preparation for you set you on it. Again, what you're not seeing, what is actually happening is that you've been doing the work. You said, maybe you even said it out loud to your guides, I'm ready. Confirmation, I'm ready, help me. I'm ready to return to my feminine. I'm ready to be aligned with my highest timeline. And bam, they send you this. But because you didn't understand it, it feels like madness and it feels like chaos. It's actually clearing out all the residual energy that was still within you, upgrading your energy, upgrading your DNA, so you're actually ready. So you're actually ready to go towards what is your destiny. The moth is this energy of really seeing your flame, seeing your lighthouse, following that flame with readiness, with ignition, with, right? Kind of feel guided to read through this moth. Dragonfly, clarity of the mind, another air, so please don't overthink. If you're gonna take anything from this reading, okay, please don't overthink. Ascension is not a process that you're meant to understand. Ascension is not a process. Ascension is a process where you receive energetic upgrade that usually comes with a download. It can come with some light codes. It comes in form of energy. Your brain needs time. Your human mind, monkey mind, lizard brain needs time to catch up with what you already embodying. So all you need to do is rest. Don't overthink. I promise you, in a few days, you're going to wake up good as new, understanding everything. It will all make sense. The tiger. That is actually beautiful because remember what I said, that this deck has few cards that are masculine and few cards that are feminine, and they're with pair. So we have the deer paired with the elk, right? And one of the pairing is the lion, is the feminine, is the tiger. This is the masculine, this is the feminine. I am seeing this as inner yin and yang. Really anchoring your inner union, really connecting to your masculine and your feminine properly. The raccoon. But it's confirmation of what I said from the beginning. I was sensing, remember, and I said this to you, you are not seeing things straight. You're not seeing the way they see you. They see you as a lion. Your spirit guides, they see you as you're stepping into your masculine power. You're stepping into your fullest potential. You're anchoring yourself in your masculine energy. Whether you are embodying the raccoon, he doesn't recognize his value. He's in the shadow. He's afraid to get out of that shadow, to get out of that cave. He doesn't believe in himself. He doesn't believe how beautiful he is. You don't even realize, and it's so sad. You shine bright. You're the lion, you're him. Nightingale, another air sign. Maybe you are going, I'm hearing, through some throat chakra activations. This is as well, it's a bit of a that King of Swords energy, preparation to speak your truth. I think because we're doing how do they see you, I think you're not realizing how much, look back, 2 years back, you're a completely different person. You speak your truth right now. If you don't feel like doing something, you know how to deliver it in a way that will be considerate to others, because now you know, remember what we say, that you affect them too. But stand firm in your truth. The hawk. I think you have all the air sign cards. But it's also making sense, the fear at the bottom of the deck. It's also making sense because as we go through an upgrade, through an energetic upgrade, which is an ascension, we usually are quite high, right? So we usually are quite high because they literally pulling our vibration to the maximum, right? So they can download these upgrades into us. So we feel like quite ungrounded. So maybe that's how you've been feeling. So just allow it to happen, let go. Maybe some gifts even within you are being activated, and once it's over, once it's done, after a few days when you're feeling better, make sure you ground. So connect with nature, eat some grounding foods, find your own way, whatever is your preferred way to ground, but connect to the physical part of you. You're now very much connected to the spirit self, connected to the higher self, right? Connected to the inner truth of your frequency in order to process this upgrade. So connect to the human you once it's done. But I feel like they really open your mind to give you the capacity to, our masculines, when they're awakened, they as well have the capacity to operate through higher and lower realms, right? You know how I highlight to you guys that most people seek for ascension, but they don't understand that we come here to live as humans. So we constantly go up and down. We ascend and we descend. Oh my God, my right arm is just like killing me. I don't know why. Maybe you hit yourself or you have some pain. So the ability to see sometimes smaller picture, sometimes a bigger picture, to see things from different perspective. In the past, you only saw things from your perspective, from your story, from your timeline. And now they're teaching you to open your mind, to understand people better, your feminine better, humanity better, yourself even better from different angles. Maybe you've been receiving a lot of signs recently as well, I'm hearing. The bee, you've worked hard. You've worked so hard. You have such beautiful cards. You've been working on yourself. You've been working on your masculine and your feminine. You've been working on your inner yin and yang, on your inner union. You've been working through your karmic truths and lessons. You've been awakening. You've been the empowerment, I'm hearing as well. You've been coming out of your shelf, speaking your truth, listening more to the signs, to the intuitions. They see your hard work. This is why they granted you this ascension. You're the lion. You're the king of the jungle. The ultimate masculine. Just trust. Just trust. We're going to do some guidance now.